Henry Huggins had a lot of good ideas.
He was thinking that he would like to build something.
Some kind of a house.
A dog house.
A tree house.
Or a clubhouse.
All he needed was lumber and nails.
Henry saw his friend Beezus and her little sister Ramona.
Ramona scowled ferociously and pointed straight at Henry.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
The Alamance Christian School Choric speakers proudly present
Henry and the Clubhouse
by Beverly Cleary.
You may also recognize the motto of
The U.S. Postal Service.
the house that Jack built by Mother Goose and a few television commercials from years gone by.
Henry knew she was only repeating
What she had heard.
Smokey the Bear say on Sheriff Bud's television show.
Ramona never missed the Sheriff Bud program.
I've got to go, Beezus. Talk to you later.
As he rode around the neighborhood delivering papers, he remembered that Mr. Bingham had announced
That he was going to tear down his old garage and build a larger one.
Henry rode his bicycle over to his house to ask if he could have some of the old lumber.
Sure, Henry. But be sure you get it out of here before Saturday when the truck comes to haul it away.
Wow. There was enough lumber to build a clubhouse. A clubhouse with windows and a door.
A really good one.
He told his friend Murph about free lumber.
And he saw the points at once.
Sure. I'll help.
The boys hauled lumber from Mr. Bingham's backyard, and by Saturday,
The boys were sure
they had enough lumber.
Hey guys, when you build a clubhouse, you've got to have a plan. Now I can draw one. I really can. But remember, when we get this clubhouse built, no girls allowed.
It was soon plain to Henry that there was more to building a clubhouse
Then he had realized.
And that it was going to take a lot of time. Time that he was not sure he had to spare.
Because of his paper routes.
Oh, hey, Beezus. What are you doing?
she was keeping Ramona away from the television set. Her mother said she spent too much time in front of it.
Ask me my name.
What's your name?
My name is Danny Fitzsimmons, and I want to say hello to my mommy and my daddy and my sister Vicky, who is having a birthday. Happy birthday, Vicky! And Mrs. Richards, who is my kindergarten teacher. And Lisa Kelly, who is my best friend. And Gloria Lofton, whose cat just had kittens and she might give me one. And her dog Skipper, and all the boys and girls in my kindergarten class at Glenwood Primary School. Except Georgie, because I don't like command.
She was pretending that she was being interviewed on the Sheriff Bud program.
Oh, for Pete's sake, why don't you say hello to the whole world and be done with it?
He had no time for this sort of thing. He and Murph
Had a clubhouse to build.
That's Ramona. Only 5 years old, but she's the biggest pest in the neighborhood.
Then she started to sing some ridiculous song.
Crispy potato chips are the best. North or south or east or west. Crispy chips, hooray, hooray. Get your crispy chips today.
Jeepers, what did she do? Memorize commercials?
Well, it was rather catchy. Kind of like,
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.
Hey, Ramona, you'd better go home. It's almost time for the Sheriff Bud show.
Bye-bye.
while the boys worked, Murph began to recite some strange sounds. They were not words, so Henry had trouble catching exactly what it was he was saying. The syllables, whatever they were, had a catchy sound and rhythm.
At-the-dee-dee-bo-bo, at-the-dee-dee-bo-bo.
Rat-tat-a-boom, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, beep-boom-boom-boom-ba, rat-tat-a-boom, 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 rat-tat-a-boom.
Hey, I have an idea. We could be a club and use that for our secret password. All the other kids will want to learn it, but we won't teach it to them, especially Ramona.
At last, the clubhouse was finished.
The siding was snug and tight.
The door even had a padlock with 2 keys.
Yes,
The boys agreed.
it was a good, solid house.
Kind of like the one that Jack built.
This is the farmer sowing his corn that kissed the maiden, all forlorn, that milked the cow, that tossed the dog, and worried the cat, that killed the rat, that lay in the house that Jack built. Ramona was always saying,
or singing,
Some tune.
that she had learned from television.
Sometimes it was a tune about Told Spice. Or a verse about a bread that built a strong body.
8 different ways.
Wonder, the bread with red, yellow, and blue balloons printed on the package.
But her favorite was...
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.
That Ramona, always causing trouble.
She can't even tell time.
But she always knows when it's time for the Sheriff Bud program. He would have to do something about her.
But what?
Suddenly, a thought struck him.
Sheriff Bud.
If there was anyone Ramona would listen to,
It was Sheriff Bud.
Now how could Henry get Sheriff Bud to tell Ramona to stop pestering him?
write a letter.
That's what he would do.
Sheriff Bud was always waving letters around, wishing listeners happy birthday and stuff like that.
Hey guys, it would be worth a try.
Hey guys, I've got to write a letter. Dear Sheriff Bud, I need your help. There's a girl who pesters me. Her name is Ramona Geraldine Quimby.
Geraldine!
Uh-huh. She always watches your program every day. So could you please tell her to stop pestering me? Thank you.
3 whole days later, Sheriff Bud still had not read Henry's letter.
It was silly of him to think his letter would be read out of all the thousands they had received. But then, as Ramona watched, Sheriff Bud pointed straight ahead at someone in the television audience.
Ramona Geraldine Quimby!
Geraldine!
Uh-huh. I see you out there in TV land, Ramona Geraldine Quimby. I want you to do something that'll make old Sheriff Bud very, very happy. If you will stop pestering Henry Huggins, it'll make me just about as happy as it would as if you told your mother she wanted crispy potato chips for lunch every day. And now,
Ramona is silent.
Then she looked as if she were about to cry.
I won't do it anymore.
Afterward, Henry should have known something would go wrong with his plan to keep Ramona from pestering him.
Now, because he was a friend of Sheriff Bud, Henry had become such a hero to Ramona
That she wanted to follow him wherever he went.
Even on his paper route.
Here was the worst part of it. There was nothing Henry could do about Ramona's tagging along because she behaved herself.
she had kept her promise to Sheriff Bud.
Even when Ramona was good, she was a problem.
Then, in December,
The town where Henry lived.
a big snowstorm.
We mean a big snowstorm.
The snow was packed down into
The
ice.
stores downtown were closed.
Blimey, people could not get across the bridges.
But because the streets were blocked by skidding automobiles.
Henry, he had work to
And
do.
it was not going to be easy this way.
Snow, oh no, snow, the tunnel.
Delivered.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor plume of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed days.
Delivering the papers that day was not easy. Ramona struggled after Henry as he delivered each paper to each front door.
As Henry turned to leave Mrs. Peabody's house, Ramona started to cry.
Henry did not know that Mrs. Peabody was watching, but she was.
He looked at Ramona, standing there, sobbing in the snow. He felt sorry for Ramona.
Actually sorry for her.
Come on, Ramona. Get on the sled and I'll pull you home.
She stopped crying.
Then she started in on her TV commercials.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Wonder, the bread with red, yellow, and blue balloons printed on the package.
And, of course,
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. 3 days later, Henry got his name in the paper, on the editorial page.
Dear editor, I wish to call attention to Henry Huggins, delivering the journal in our neighborhood.
Wonder, the bread with red, yellow, and blue balloons printed on the package.
And
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.